So and then Midnight Matt.
Let's get it. Hello. Oh snap! How that happened? Whatever. Hey, you ready? What we talking about today?
Let's see. Did you listen to that Royce album yet?
I did not finish it because I thought you said we was gonna do it later. And I was at work.
Oh yeah, me too. Like I didn't finish it either, but like, oh my god, so far that shit is amazing.
Yo, that is alright. It was one song that I really like. I forgot what it's called. I like all the songs I listened to so far. I liked all of them, but one joint because I like the beginning.
Yeah,
he was like, a woman's loyalty is tested when a man has nothing, and a man loyalty is tested when he has everything. I thought that was some real shit.
Hey, that is some real shit. That is like actual. That is facts. Like that describes pretty much every relationship I've ever been in. Like on some real shit. But I know you're not like a huge fan of Eminem, but what did you think of him on Caterpillar?
I mean, you know what? I can't even give you. I'm not even gonna give you a listening on that yet. I'm gonna listen to it again.
Okay.
But I like how he you know what? I'm not a huge Eminem fan, but I actually like the verse from what I remember. I'm gonna have to listen to it again, and then I'm gonna have to give you my thoughts.
I'm glad you said that because you know what? Like I wasn't a huge fan of his album, but I really liked his verse. I was like, because it was lyrical, of course. I mean, you can expect that though, but it also like his delivery was dope. I was like, yo, okay, because like it reminded me of the M I like to remember. You know,
right?
Like, that shit was dope.
Right.
That shit was definitely dope. But okay, people, we will give you a real deep dive about that album at another motherfucking moment.
Yeah, I'm about to say I'm gonna listen to the album about a good. Before I give anybody a deep dive, I'm gonna listen to it about a good. I'm gonna say 5, not 5, 3 maybe. Just because it's a long album. It's like 20. It's like almost 20 songs up here.
Like Royce is one of those artists where you have to do that. You
have to
get it. Like you can't really just like at first, when that album dropped, I was like, yo, we gotta talk about this joint today. But like you really can't. Like you gotta
Nah. You know what? What I like about his albums, he seemed to always talk about what I actually like it, but what I realized, he always talk about his childhood and either that or his child. Because right now it seems like, you know, when he got his skits, it's like his son asking him questions or something like, what's your fears, or how would you like doing this or whatever, and he's like responding with the song next up.
Right.
I like that. Or like Bible Boat. Oh my God, Bible Boat. I'm sorry, Bible Boat is fire as hell. J. Cole verse is so fire. Royce killed that too, but I'm like not saying Royce thinking J. Cole verse is fucking fire, man.
That shit was amazing.
But yeah, we're gonna have to get y'all a deep dive on that. Hopefully, if me and Elijah listen to it tonight, and then maybe we can get y'all something tomorrow.
I just have to finish it. I'm still only like halfway through. Like I think I stopped on that song after Caterpillar. Like I can't even give you the track list. That shit was amazing. Like that was. Yeah, I know. It was kind of old timey too. Like it gives you like an early 2000s feel as far as like instrumentation, but still very intricate. It was dope.
The two I remember is Bible Boat. Actually 3: Bible Boat, Caterpillar, and Cocaine.
Right. That whole shit was ill.
That's the only one I remember so far. But all of them is good from what I remember. Like, you know, Royce is always going in.
Yeah, you can never really, like, I mean, if you like lyricists, Royce is the guy, for sure.
And you know, I know you probably don't want to do it, but I think we should still do it to that, what's that album? Oh, that Ray Shrimmer album.
Oh, Shrimp, like the third one?
I forgot what it's called.
You talking about the new one that's getting ready to come out?
No, it already dropped. It's on Tidal.
Oh, shit. I'm late.
And he got a Caterpillar remix on the album? Oh, no, these are bonus tracks. I didn't know that.
Yeah. But
okay, I'm gonna.
It's cool that he did that. I didn't get to the remix. Oh, fuck! What was that one song you might already talked about? It had Jadakiss, Pusha T, and Fab.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It's
Fab had some ill ass features on that shit. Like that was like a cool. Very good. Very good.
You know what I like about him? That he put Boogie on the album. That's a couple dude. That's the dude I told you to listen to before.
Yeah.
I'm glad he put him on the album because he's nice and he slept on. So this is why I fuck with Royce.
Yeah, I was gonna say Royce is one of the few that do that. You know, that'll put like underground cats onto the album and give them some shine and shit. I always respected that about him.
He
And you know, if he puts somebody on the album, that the shit's dope. Because Royce, yeah.
You got to come hard, man.
You have to,
like when especially when you get on track with one of your favorites or something, you got to come hard.
I'm not even gonna lie. I'd be low key mad if I broke into the game. The first feature I had to do was for Royce. I would sit there for like a good probably like 3 days just to make sure my shit was fired.
For any real lyricist, man, even people that can like outshine you without being a super lyricist, like J. Cole, he can outshine you without being a super lyricist, man. And that's a problem. Because if J. Cole probably wanted to get lyrical for real, he could. But the thing is, he doesn't need to. He can have little slick lines here and there, and then just be real and still kill your whole lyrical effort.
Yeah, it just depends on the style. A lot of people can just murder like your whole shit just based on like their style. Like really, like it could be the person's voice. Like I remember Snoop used to outshine motherfuckers just because he had that Snoop voice.
Yeah, he got smooth flow and all that, so he would just...
Yeah, like, Corrupt lyrically is better than Snoop, but everybody was like, fuck that little nigga, we want Snoop. And I was like,
what? It is. It's seriously, man, it's about... Just like people said, somebody can tell you the same thing over again, but until that one person tell you that really hits you, you're not going to feel it.
Facts.
So, I'm like, that's true. And that's just the way of life, man.
Yeah, man.
But,
let's get into the next segment. My nigga.
Yeah, we don't really break that run up and down tomorrow though, or Monday, whatever.
We gotta talk about my nigga Wale, man.
What's the conversation about Wale? First of all, I've been bumping Wale a lot. He's been dropping some nice music.
Yes, and I don't understand why when people talk about Wale, like they're never talking about the fucking music. Like they always want to talk about like, oh, he's this, he's that, blah blah blah. I'm like, yo, leave my nigga the fuck alone. Like he's like, all right. For instance, like we talked about the other day. Why when we talk about top 5 of this motherfucking like era, Wale's one that never gets mentioned either.
Wale's definitely, but Big Sean is. Stop it.
Yeah, like how the fuck? Like Big Sean fucking trash. Like he's not.
I like
terrible.
a few Big Sean songs. That's it, but no.
Yeah, he's not terrible. You know what I'm saying? Compared to a lot of people, but I mean, there's a lot. I can definitely think of 5 rappers from this era that I'm sorry.
Big Sean.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not even top 10. I'm sorry.
Facts though. Oh, I'm step outside. Oh my god.
And that's not even me hating for real.
I mean, facts. He's not like that lyrical. Like he.
So
he's got a flow. That's about it. But as far as Wale, okay. God damn. But basically, I came downstairs because it was quiet. Now it's not quiet anymore. I wanted to talk about Wale because I was on Twitter, and Wale is one of the cool motherfuckers that like he'll respond and talk to his fans.
Yeah.
But like everybody was just on bad shit about him, and I was just like, for fucking what? Like honestly, like the nigga is better than damn near like most of the people. Like honestly, like no, we don't.
And that brings me back.
Like, I came down here because it was quiet.
And that brings me back to that Big Crit line when he said he loves social media for the network, but the negativity will make you break down. And I feel like that's happening with Wale.
Right, like I get it, but I also don't. Like, okay, like look, I was like watching the Vince Staples thing the other day.
Yeah.
Like yesterday, and he was basically talking about like how he doesn't really like sell a lot of music and shit. He was like, he was like, I appreciate the 10 people that want to go out and buy my music and da 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 da. And you know, I think to a bitch ass nigga if you want to be like, well, why the fuck is my 10 not 10 million and shit? Like you should appreciate the people that you got.
Right.
Now I'm not trying to like discredit Wale or nothing like that, but I feel like, you know what I'm saying, like don't do it, I guess, for the wrong reason. I'm not sure if he does. I don't know the nigga, but like. I mean, sometimes it kind of seems like that.
I think he used to. I mean, just off the fact that J. Cole's a false prophet verse, it sounds like back in the day that Wale used to. But it seems like he's getting out of that. It seems like he's been out of that phase now. It seems like he's taking J. Cole's life and just dropping music for his core fans. He does have fans. So, but that also brings me to a Dizzy Wright line when he says, I don't know if he is. He used to be signed with I think he still is, but he was signed with Funk
Volume, right?
You said who?
Yeah, he was signed to a Funk Volume, right?
Yeah. And he said when he always used to get his fans, basically he used to get love from all his fans and shit, until he go to his YouTube channel and he realized that all his real shit don't got love. Basically, all his real shit, when he talking real shit, it don't got love. But when, he making his party songs, it got way more views. So basically, he was like, y'all, why y'all faking? Like, listen to this real, it's some real shit out there, but y'all not listening to it. And that's why I feel like, because Wale, his party songs, he get hella clout. It be on the radio, it be played. So as soon as he drops some real shit, because let's be honest, that Groundhog Day, that response to J. Cole, that was, bruh, I don't know what to say. That shit was just so lyrical and just crazy. It's like you really break that down, it's crazy. I don't know why. I know a lot of people say they don't like him because he's like corny positive, which I don't get because Chance is very corny positive.
Very, like, he's the most corniest out of.
And I'm not mad that they're positive. Like, I'm glad that Chance and Wale and all them are positive because that's what we need, especially as black men. But they say he's corny positive is stupid to me because Chance is corny positive. But I won't knock him for being positive because that'd be stupid. That me adding to the shit I don't like. So that's just dumb.
Exactly. Right. That would just be like, yo, let's do more fuck shit, pretty much. Yeah. Like Wale's whole style, like I don't think he makes his own beats, but like his beat selection is fucking like amazing, like especially as of late. Like alright, put it like this: that Summer on Sunset jump,
yeah,
that whole mix. I still got that bitch on repeat.
Yeah. I was just listening to that in the car.
Yeah, I mean this shit is funky, like, and it's mad positive. He's very poetic, like just because of his. I mean, because he is a poet, but like I'm saying, like. You could see it in his style, even if you didn't know that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that shit.
Since people don't want to mention him in the top 5, and if you put him in the top 5, who'd be your top
5? Of this era?
Yeah.
You need it in order, right?
I mean, you can do it in order or whatever you want. I mean, actually, they have to do it in order because it'd be tougher. It'd be a better conversation if it's in order.
All right, okay, I'll do Big Crit at the top.
Number 1, Big Crit? Okay.
Yeah. J. Cole. Kendrick.
You said Big Crit and J. Cole?
Yeah, Big Crit, J. Cole, Kendrick. I'd say Drake then Wale, but personally, to me, Wale's not that far behind Drake. I only say Drake just because, like, he's got a very long catalog of music that I would like really fuck with.
I like that. Let me see. I gotta really think. I might agree with your list, but I might change some people around. I definitely agree with your list, but I might change some people around. Big Crit is definitely in my top 3, but I don't know if I'm gonna put him at 1.
I only do just because I personally like his like music.
Yeah.
Like as a package more than I like J. Cole's, but I like J. Cole's a lot too, so that says a whole lot. Plus, Big Crit, he has a good voice too, so he can sing too, and I think he sings better than J. Cole does.
Yeah. J. Cole, he actually on his new album, his KOD album, he actually improved on that a lot. You can tell he's been practicing or got coached. Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with your list, but I don't know who I would switch around. I would definitely switch. The 2 people I would switch around is Wale and Big Crit, and I would take Drake actually out. Actually, now that I think about it, I would take Drake out of my top 5. I know people give him top 5 just because his influence, and I get that, but I can't put him in the top 5.
Who would you put in? Look at ghostwriting shit. God damn it, and I believe it. Hold on, I got to think of something right now. Shit.
But I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think really. Top 5. It's a lot of people that I want to put, but they haven't dropped nothing in so long, and it's like, damn. Like I wish I would drop some because like y'all be nice.
Honestly, if Kevin Gates dropped something, I would give him that.
Jordan Lucas. I gotta put Jordan Lucas up there because he's killing the game. He's been killing it, man. I might have to put Jordan Lucas up there.
I'm not going to, and it's not out of hate for him. I just gotta watch. I gotta watch and see it, like, personally. I mean, he's been doing it for a minute, but I still just have to watch him.
Listen, if you really listen to his music and watch his videos, bro, I'm telling you, man, this dude is... it's hard to not put him up there.
No, I'm hip. I just want to keep watching. Gucci definitely got some fucking influence for sure.
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, I think it would have to be... I mean, I can't think of nobody else for real. That's like really that I listen to and that I think can actually like run the game in a few years.
Mm. Mm. Not, yeah. Fuck it. I'm just gonna say T.I.
T.I.? How about Meek Mill?
T.I. I like T.I. more than I like Meek Mill. But I like Meek Mill.
What would you rank Meek Mill? What would you rank Meek Mill?
All time?
No, I mean, you can do all time if you want, but I mean, like, just in this generation where we was doing top 5, like, what would you rank him?
Okay. Not far behind. Probably like
6, 7, or lower.
I was thinking 7, but then I started to think a little bit more. Well, like our era, like as in like does this include like early 2000s or?
I mean, let's just take our early 2000s for now, and then just do like
all right.
basically like the Drake and J. Cole areas and all that.
He definitely be top 7. I might be able to give him a 6, 6 or 7.
The thing is, when I want to do it, I want to include everything, not just your rap skill. I mean, if we want to just talk rap skill, it's a lot of people ahead of our top 5 actually that we put. So let's be honest.
Right.
But I'm just talking like whole catalog from mutes and like everything. But
I'd have to put Hobson. I'd have to put Crooked Eye. I'd have to put a lot of people.
Not Hobson, but Crooked Eye, yeah. But I mean, I'm just being honest. But like Earl Sweatshirt, like he would definitely go up there.
Right, yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of Royce would definitely be up there. Like a lot of these people would be, not on the list, but actually speaking of Meek Mill, man, what you think about what's been going on with Meek Mill and all that?
I'm glad he's home, and I'm glad that everybody was using that fucked up ass scenario to bring light to a very fucked up situation. As far as like probation and shit,
right?
It's dumb. Like literally, my fucking brother-in-law is doing 2 years right now, just so when he gets out, he can be off probation because he got another probation violation.
Yeah, that's what people been doing.
It's done. Like the whole shit is just fucking stupid. Like if you did a year and a half when you were fucking 18 for some dumb shit, why do they gotta put you on like 3-4 year probation so they can just keep on fucking with you and send you back to jail? It's stupid to me. Like
yeah. I mean, I
always thought that was dumb.
I definitely understand it though, because we want to be on probation, messing with these people all day. But yeah, and it's so funny because everybody was saying, "Oh, I'm glad that y'all supporting the criminal or whatever." I'm like, first of all, he did this shit. Whatever he did, he was like 15, 16 when this happened. Like, who wasn't doing dumb shit around that age?
Facts.
I mean, but it's like for him to about to be 30 years old, or he is like 30, 31, whatever. And him to still, and the people that's behind him, like the judges and stuff, I don't think people have really read into the story. Like the judge has been screwing them because money, music, and all that. The judge is like, hey, get rid of Lil Snoop, sign my cousin, sign my brother, whatever, yada yada. And the judge been screwing him ever since. And every time he get a new judge, they screw him too. So people not really getting what's going on. I mean, I get that Meek did his crime or whatever, even though he was like 15, 16, whatever. He's okay. Let him serve his time. He good, whatever. Hope Meek stop doing extra shit, even though he's not really doing dumb shit like that. But like riding the bike when you know they out to get you, and like it's illegal or whatever, but you know they out to get you. Like, come on, you gotta play smarter than that. It's like it doesn't matter. Like I know you're not doing dumb shit, but when you know they out to get you, they're gonna try to get you for anything.
I understand that, but like it's not something like I think everybody like thinks about all the time.
Yeah, of course not.
Just like yeah, so it's not really gonna be like heat of the moment might not be at the top of your mind. He's just doing him. Like I mean,
yeah.
Like, and that's my problem with the whole shit. Like it's like okay, how the fuck are they gonna call him a criminal when he did what he did at 15? Like you said, everybody was doing dumb shit back then. That would make everybody a fucking criminal. He's a grown ass man. He doesn't do anything anymore. Like it's not like honestly, like if it was. I'm lucky. Like, I could still be on probation right now, but what the fuck I did at 14? If that's the case, and everybody would still be like, well, you shouldn't have did your crime. Am I supposed to, like, suffer for that shit the rest of my life? Like,
right. I mean, and that's the funny thing, because it's crazy because I got lucky a lot of times, honestly. But the thing is, what was I about to say? Oh, like, my big bro, he's like 28, and he still can't, like, when he used to drop me off when I used to work at Target, he couldn't even, go up in there because some shit he did at like 15. And like they banned him from all the stores. So he was like, nah, I ain't trying to go up in there. You know what I'm saying? It's like just in case. Right. They like, hey, you're not supposed to be in here somehow, some way. But like, he was 15, and like, come on now, like it's just action.
Yeah, the whole shit's just dumb, man. Like I don't understand how they can punish you your whole life for being like that's how they figured out how to give a nigga a life sentence when you don't deserve it.
And yeah, that's true. And Meek, I hope he don't go back to jail. Like I said, I hope he hit that Gucci glow up, man. And just stay out of jail. Even though it might not be his fault. Even though, I hope he just do his thing and just stop. Because I do want him to succeed. I'm rooting for everybody black. No, I'm playing. But
I am shit. I'm not playing. I'm serious.
But and it's not even just a race thing, just because, it's just, not a lot of people rooting for people black. That's what I'm saying. So we gotta.
I mean, what's wrong is wrong. That's what I feel.
A lot of people with our skin color, it's not getting rooted for. Just whatever.
My spaghetti almost went out my nose.
But what I was about to say to you? Oh,
you need help with that stuff?
Have you seen Nicki Minaj's new video?
No, I haven't. I've been honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I heard that Chun Li song the other day on the radio, but like I was at work, I didn't really pay too much attention to it. I want to hear your take. I want to hear your take on it and everything. Like, is it dope? Like,
she just dropped the videos to it, but lyrically, actually, the only part that's been stuck in my head when she do that little part, when she was like, I forgot what she said. He keep on dialing Nicki, like the Prince song, some shit like that. That's been stuck in my head, low-key. I've been singing. But the beats are dope. She changed her flow. Her flow is always gonna be her flow, Nicki. Her delivery, I like her delivery is a little different. The videos, it looked like she went back to old Nicki on the videos, but with some new style to it. I think she did good with it. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I think she finally felt the pressure that Cardi's putting on her neck, and she's trying to do it. And I don't think these are bad songs like she has been putting out, because she has been putting out some terrible songs lately. I ain't gonna lie. But I think the beats are hot, and her delivery is nice. Of course, I ain't gonna lie, Nicki is kind of like female Big Sean with the lyrics sometimes.
Yeah.
But I'm not hating on her. I'm not gonna hate on her. But I think it's cool songs. I think it's good enough for the pressure she's been feeling. But I think the next album she drop gotta be fire, because Cardi B's album hard. So she gotta really put some work in this album. But yeah, that's what I got.
One left. I'm sorry, bros.
Hey, you know who album we really didn't talk about? We never talked about J. Cole's.
J. Cole's?
Yeah, we never talked about that album. I never got your input on it for real.
I fuck with it. My favorite song on there is Kevin's Heart. And then
why everybody like that, man?
Because it's real. Like, it's really real. Like, that's really how niggas be feeling. Like no matter what. Like, no matter what.
Yeah.
I fuck with it. And the fucking music video was funny as shit.
Yeah, that was funny. That had me rolling. Especially when he was in the car talking beside the chick, and he said no, and the old lady was like, "You a dog." I was like,
right. He was like, "What the fuck?" I said no.
That had me rolling.
I thought it was dope because, like, it kind of like, because that's probably how it really is for Kevin right now on a day-by-day basis while everybody's thinking about that little cheating thing.
Right.
You know what's also crazy is okay, so when Kevin was talking about what had happened with that, he was like, "There's also other factors that I'm not gonna be able to say until the trial comes up." And J. Cole brought up something about, like, I guess somebody slipping pills or something and somebody drank.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened. I already thought that's what happened anyway. So when Cole said that, it's called Kevin's Heart, and then he dropped the fucking video with Kevin Hart in it, I was like, oh, word.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I thought that was a little nod to that. They probably had like a private conversation. He kind of just slipped that little bar in and shit, you know. I didn't slip that bar in.
And the whole thing, I fucking love the whole album just because, it's about addiction. He basically covered like every addiction.
Yes, lust, drugs, drinking, everything.
Social media, like
yes.
And I love Photograph, man, because honestly, every song I didn't realize it made me think of something like when he dropped, fell in love with Photograph. I don't even know your name. Like I was like, damn, that made me think of them Instagram models. I was like, damn, who's she? let me follow her.
That ass.
And then I saw his Photograph, and I really listened to the lyrics like afterwards, like when I was like, hold up, this nigga is talking about social media models. I was like, goddamn, Cole nigga.
Man, Cole's a fucking beast, bro. And I like it because he don't have to do too much.
Yeah.
Like a lot of rappers, they gotta be a little extra. They gotta do this, that, and the third to try to fucking promote their album. He don't have to do too much. He never really cared for it. He just took his time, People slept on him in the beginning when he was killing shit. He just kept killing shit, wasn't worried about it, stayed in his own lane.
Right.
And I'm happy it worked out for him. So.
He said that he went into all the stores and he couldn't find on his CDs. He said that's the first time.
Yeah, I was like, wow, that's wild. But it's also because nobody really sells physical copies anymore.
When I was working at Target, they had hits filled up, and then they sold out pretty quick it wasn't Forest Hill Drive. Was it Forest Hill Drive?
It might have been because that bitch was a fucking amazing.
Yeah, because I wasn't working at Target when For Your Eyes Only dropped. I think it was Forest Hill Drive or before that. It was. Yeah, I think it might have been. I don't know. It was one of them.
Probably Born Center or Forest Hill Drive, one of the two.
Yeah, it was one of them. Yeah.
Man. Oh, so he was saying they went there because they were sold out. They
they was all sold out.
I'm glad to hear that, man, because you know what, physical copies, that's really that's dope.
The thing is,
that's just dope. I don't know, man. I love that. I love that a lot.
The thing is, people think our generation don't really buy physical copies, but the thing is, every time I talk to a lot of my homies and stuff like that, and even my homie Sean mostly, I talk to him a lot, and we always talk about these physical copies or because he be going to the record store sometimes and he be showing me these records, and I'm like, I love buying. I would love to start collecting records and physical copies because that's gonna be rare soon. And then soon, a couple years, it's probably gonna be rare. And they probably gonna cost a lot for real. But just not even that, just because I would love to collect it. I don't know why. I would just really love, when I'm start doing this, try to find these albums and start collecting them in records.
Yeah. Amazon is the best place to do that because I was looking at a lot of jumps. I saw they had a vinyl copy of I think it was Joey Badass's album, All American Badass. Bunch of shit. Go on there, man, and because I want to get vinyl too. I love it. I probably would never even open them for real. I would just keep
for real.
Honestly, I don't know. I can't say that. If I had a record player and shit, I'd probably start scratching and everything. So I'd have to buy 3 copies. One to never open, one to just listen to, and one to scratch up.
Right. Yeah, that sounds good. What else is there that's good? Oh, how about you see that Rihanna said that she wasn't friends with Drake no more?
Damn, no. Why is that?
Because when Drake got on stage when he presented her award, and he did all the extra shit. I've been loving this woman since I was 22 years old. Blah blah blah. She said she didn't like that. She felt uncomfortable. So she said we're not enemies, but we're not friends. I was like, damn.
You know how Rihanna is. Well, we really don't, but let's pretend like we do.
I know how she is. She a Pisces. No, I'm just kidding.
She likes game.
Rihanna, Pisces game, though. Pisces game.
Oh, yeah, she is a Pisces. Oh, yeah, she definitely feels that.
Her birthday a few days before mine.
What is Drake? What's his?
Drake, he's in October.
He's in October.
Might be.
Is he late October? Super late October? He might be a Scorpio.
I think he's the 30th, ain't he?
Oh, so he's the Scorpio then.
Yeah, his next album about to be Scorpio or something like that?
Yeah, because my sister is the 22nd, and she's Libra Scorpio cusp. One more day she would have been Scorpio, one day before she'd have been a Libra.
Yeah, I know his next album about to be Scorpio or something like that.
No wonder he's an asshole.
Right. Let me see. Hold on, his birthday is October 24th.
Okay, so yeah, he was Scorpio.
Scorpio, yeah. I'm about to say, that must be Scorpio, son.
We sitting up here talking about artists fucking zodiac signs and shit.
For real though, that's your fault. Yeah. Okay, hold on, wait. Now I need to know some other artists real quick. I know Kendrick's a Gemini. Let me see what J. Cole did.
No, it doesn't make sense. That's crazy.
I mean, we don't really know him though, like in person, so we don't really know what he be doing.
Facts.
Just saying, but you know what's dope? With thinking of that, J. Cole, Kendrick, when he did that, you ever heard that song called "What's Wrong"? What he did with Isaiah Rashad?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he said I've been the best rapper since 20 something. Then he said any nigga that disagrees is a fucking lie. Sorry, that's my Gemini. Like that. I said, bro, I turned off the song. I said, bro. Okay, J. Cole, Aquarius. Actually, didn't he have a song called something like that? Whatever. So you got.
You know that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see Drake being a Scorpio, but I mean, of course, I can't see Kendrick being. Actually, I can see Kendrick being a Gemini just because the way he makes his songs.
Right. You know what's crazy? I was just thinking about that after I said, no, it doesn't really make sense. Like, really? Like, yeah, he's got, the dual personality thing going on.
He really has two different, his songs just be so different. Like, he can go to some soft songs out of nowhere. He make a song like, what's that one song? I'm trying to think of a hype song. Like, he can make a song like Swimming Pools, and then he can go to someone like DNA or something. You know what I'm saying?
Right, or Blacker the Berry, yeah.
Yeah, Blacker the Berry, something like that. Like so I can see him being a Gemini now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
You a Cancer.
Who, me?
Probably.
No, nigga, I'm a Libra.
Oh, you a Libra?
Yeah. Wayne is too, and I have the same birthday as Eminem.
Eminem trash.
I was waiting on you to talk some shit.
But shit, what's I about to say?
Don't worry, I'm rocking with you, bro. It's cool.
Hey, any nigga that disagrees is a fucking lie. No, I'm just kidding. Oh shit. Alright. Let's see. I had a topic I want to talk about, but I forgot it.
Hey, I noticed I know you fuck with is it JID or is it Jid? One of the two.
Oh, JID, yeah, he's tight.
Give me some music to listen to.
Of here?
Yeah.
Just go listen to his album for real, the Never Ending Story.
What, that just dropped or something?
Nah, it didn't just drop. That dropped a minute ago. But his album's called The Never Ending Story. It's dope. The whole album is dope to me.
Shit, I'm gonna give it a listen. Definitely gonna give it a listen. Because the fact that Cole signed him, and I saw a couple of his little freestyles and shit, dude's nice, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna say go listen to his album. It's dope.
And I like his style too, and his voice is dope.
Yeah, J. Cole signed him.
And he from Atlanta? I was like, word. Like,
yeah, I know. I'm waiting for J. Cole to talk about it.
He real lyrical for an Atlanta nigga. No disrespect to Atlanta, but like there's only like a few cats from out there that like at least like that came out kind of recently.
Yeah, recently, definitely. Because I can't think of everybody from Atlanta trying to do trap music or something for him.
Yeah, exactly. And all the lyrical ones were from like the fucking Dungeon family.
Yeah. Busta Rhymes say Rock. How you say his name? Marciano is top 5 dead or alive. Busta Rhymes, you top 5 dead or alive once again.
I wouldn't say top 5, but damn, that nigga up there. I like his style. It's just crazy.
Yes, yeah.
Especially his old style. Like, that shit was just nuts. I was like, whoa. Like, I think my favorite, like, one of my favorite songs from his is that joint with Method Man.
Yeah. Wait, which one? What's the song called again?
Fuck. I can't remember.
I think I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm gonna have to look it up and listen because I think I know what you're talking about. But I'm gonna have to
light your L, smoke your L, just kiss the sky. How that jump? If you ever disrespect, bust a map. Like that shit was hard.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up so I can hear the beat and shit. I might remember all the beat. Okay, Chris Brown and T Grizzly dropped some music.
I noticed. I heard the one jump from it was him featuring Lil Yachty, and they both went in. That shit was dope. I think it was called 2 Volts.
Yeah, I don't know when I know that song, but they dropped another one called "Fuck It All."
I saw that on Tidal yesterday. I didn't give it a listen yet, but I fuck with T Grizzly a lot. Like he's definitely hard, man. I fuck with him. You know what's cool about his style is the fact that like he can be like, even when he's slightly off beat, he's on beat. It's fucking weird. Like, I like it a lot. Like it's real cool. Something I haven't heard before.
And you know, I want to ask you, what do you think about DJ Khaled when he said he don't give head, but his girl gotta give head. So what you think about that?
Everybody on Twitter was having a fucking uproar about it, and I don't personally care.
For all the women.
Yeah, everybody, like, even dudes was tripping. They were like, "Oh, go get you a real man." Dude, if you don't want to fucking do it,
I'm gonna tell you what them dudes are. Them dudes are just trying to get the Twitter girls to give them some.
Yeah,
give them some props.
Exactly.
Every own opinion they talk. See, niggas be basing their opinion on pussy, man.
Facts. Like it's, I don't like I like what I like. You know what I'm saying? If you're not into that, that's your own fucking business. I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's a big deal.
I'm about to say, I don't like the way that he said it. Like, his girl got to give hand and he don't have to because he's the king. Like, of course, I think people can take that the wrong way. I just don't, people just don't know how to talk in the industry anymore, I guess. But at least know how to words.
Facts. Yeah, it did kind of come off a little like.
Yeah, like.
Here come the ice cream truck.
Hey, yo, give me something. But anyway, honestly, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm too freaky, probably not to do a lot of stuff. So I'm probably going. I don't mind giving head, but she definitely got to give it back.
Man, I was that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my girl pregnant. I don't let her give me head right now because that's like, it's gross. So like, I don't like. It doesn't feel gross, but goddamn it, it's gonna in my mind. I'm like, oh no.
I'm gonna tell you this: if you're not my girl and I haven't been with you for a minute, or not my wife, I'm not doing a lot of stuff with you. Tell you the honest truth, like I'm not doing like stuff that I do for my girlfriend or wife. I can't just give it to you. Or I can't just give it to a random chick, or we.
Yeah, it's not special.
You know what I'm saying? Or we just messing around or something. We're not really, we're not really like what's the word I'm looking for?
Man, keep so light.
Nah, I'm just being real though. Like I'm just not going. That's just not me, man. I'm just like, no, that's just not me. Like I can't be out here, just giving shit to a random chick, and but nah, I think
shit. Me, I'm a motherfucking freak. I feel you on that. Like, yo, I was at work.
I'm a freak, but I'm a freak with the right person.
Right, exactly. That has a lot to do with it, for real. Like the chick I used to mess with before my girl, light skin Joan. There's a lot of shit I didn't do with her, and then like with my fucking girl, like it's whatever. Like fucking, I was at work, and some dude I work with, Tone, like he was talking shit about a dude named Dylan because he was like I guess Dylan said something about eating booty or whatever, and Tom was like, "You fucking nasty!" Like he was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you do that?" Like, I was like, I don't even fuck with Dylan, bro. Like, I really don't. Like, he gets on my nerves, but I had to hop in here and say that nigga because I was like, "Look,
I'll eat booty on Tuesdays."
Shit, no, I don't care about the day. Nigga, goddamn it, I eat booty all morning.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a freaky dude, so I'll probably end up eating the booty. But like I said, honestly, for that, you gotta be my wife or something. I can't, definitely for that.
I feel that. So like, here's a word of advice: if they actually keep themselves clean, don't be scared. It just tastes like skin. Like, for real, because like I know the first time I ate booty, I was kind of just like, but it ain't bad.
But
I can scarf that shit down.
Bro, I'm leaving. Let me see. Crip walk on the booty. What the new music at with you, man? What you doing with the music, bro? Where your music at?
My music, I was writing a little bit yesterday it was, because I was downloading some just like Andre and Outkast type shit, I've been on my Outkast kick for a little bit.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I found out. I forgot which double album. I think it was the Stinkonia wasn't a double album. I forgot what it was, but it was a double album, and actually one of those discs was actually supposed to be Andre's solo album, and they ended up making it like putting it on to the junk that was originally going to be an Outkast album, and they both he added some Big Boy verses onto there and made it like an Outkast double album. And I was just sitting there thinking like, no, Andre, why would you do that? If he would have put that solo album out, if he would have put that fucking solo album out, because there's already discussions about him being top 5, you know what I'm saying? But like the thing is, everybody says is like, oh well, he doesn't have a solo album, I can't give it to him. I'm like, okay, fair enough. But if he would have put that out as a fucking solo album, yeah, it'd have been like, yeah.
I wonder why he never put out.
Because I
always wonder why he never put out a solo album. Man, that really upset me.
I know, and I'm mad he's not making new music. But that Big Boy Boomiverse, y'all go out and cop that. That album is nice. The album is very nice. I know Big Boy usually to most people is the less favorite out of the two, but man, he killed that shit. Like he didn't miss a beat, and it was a lot more modern, but it was funky. It was that funk that you miss from Outkast, but it was modernized. It was nice. I fuck with it. Very good album. Like all the way through. Like I think I went out on vacation in Tennessee and my pops played the shit and he played it all the way through. I was like, yo, this whole genre, like every single fucking song slap. I was like, yo, that shit hard, yo.
I might have to listen to it, man. We can talk about that.
I'll give it 5 mics.
This nigga said I give it 5 mics. Hey, you hear about that? I said Najari. What the hell? I can't speak right now. Hold on. Nigerian senator inviting Kanye to the visit West African slave ports.
I'm glad. You know what? I'm glad everybody's trying to talk to this nigga. Like I was watching the T.I. Breakfast Club interview. Y'all go watch that. It was a very, very good interview because you know T.I.'s good at telling stories and stuff. And I think he got through. And like I think I'm not super mad at Kanye no more. Because, he didn't exactly know how it was coming off. It was kind of like how we were saying the other day, as far as, like, he knows what he said. Mike Tip even said it. He was like, once you spend a few hours with him, like, at first you'd be rubbed the wrong way. But you start to realize, like, what he's trying to say sounds different in his head. You know what I'm saying? And he just doesn't put it. Exactly. He just doesn't. He doesn't know how to put it.
You know what?
The right way and stuff. And he says what.
I'm gonna say this. I think everybody's misunderstood, and I'm gonna say it like this. Everybody says something like wrong, whatever. Like how Kanye said, it comes out his head, and the thing is, everybody takes it wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if I say something wrong, but you know what I meant, but I feel like you should know what I mean. Well, I guess, but everybody takes it wrong as well. So I think this is what this outburst went. But at the same time, it's hard not to take, slavery was a choice. Not wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's hard not to take that wrong. But everybody did.
Yeah. That I still got my middle finger up for that one.
It's like a.
But as far as like the whole Trump shit, I was like, it gave me a lot of like understanding about that. So it's less fuck Kanye, but the fuck Kanye is still there.
It's like a parent. It's like parent talking to their kid. Like parents don't be listening to their kids. So it's like nobody really give a chance to Kanye to explain themselves. But at the same time, it's hard to let somebody explain when they're supporting. And the thing that threw me off is because like Kanye over here supporting Trump when like Trump, basically what Charlamagne and all them were saying, like Trump don't want people that look like him to succeed, but he talking about he want to spread love. I want to spread love. I just want people to love. No, bro, I'm not about to love somebody that don't want me to succeed. And I'm not gonna sit here and act like, okay, all white my aggressive and all that shit. But no, he doesn't want me to succeed. I'm not about to love a dude that don't want me to succeed. That's some. Even though I mess with Martin Luther King, but that's some Martin Luther King stuff when he's like, turn the other cheek. I don't want that. I'm with Malcolm X. I'm sorry.
Listen,
it's like.
I'm so glad you said that. Because like that's another thing T.I. said on the interview. He was like his ideology reminds me of early Dr. King before he sat down with Elijah Muhammad. And he was like, I just can't rock. He said, I just. Facts though, like it's a really good interview. All y'all need to watch.
I just saw a clip when he said dance the fuck.
Nah, like it was a good ass joint. He was like, his ideologies remind me of early Dr. King before he sat down with Elijah Muhammad. He was like, I just can't rock like that personally. You know what I'm saying? Like he's like, I'm definitely more Malcolm X than anything. I was just like, word, like me too, for real. But it was a good interview. He was talking about his kids and all that shit. Like you know how T.I.'s like 4 different niggas.
I feel like
he said like,
go ahead.
He basically said like he like 4 different niggas. He said like his kids are like each one of those. You know what I'm saying? Like it'd be like if Pac had kids. You know how he one way and the other. Like if he had like multiple kids and shit, one kid would be like this side of him, the other kid would be like that side. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how he described them. I thought it was really cool. I thought that shit was cool. And I'm glad for him.
Yeah. But I feel like
and speaking of T.I. though, I don't mean to cut you off again, but his early signings. I was just saying this earlier to my girl. I was like, his early signings were I didn't like them. Like Young Dro was alright for a minute. Young LA was trash. Iggy Azalea was trash. Like they all seemed to like it's like he used to sign people so they would follow trends, and he was like, nah, like I don't ain't not. But the new people he's got on Grand Hustle. I know at least the girl he got signed on there is fucking dope. Like he did a good job. He's actually picking people. Nah, you need to check them out because at least the girl, you at least gotta see listen to her shit because my cousin-in-law, she was playing some of her shit and I was like, who's this? You know what I'm saying? And she told me, I was like, oh damn, that's her from Grand Hustle. Like he's actually signing people that will have longevity. You know what I'm saying? Like and it's music like that you have to actually digest and stuff like that, and I'm glad he's doing that because his earlier signings I ended up getting I ended up just being like whoever he signs and not really worried about it. I'm just gonna wait for the tip out.
Yeah.
He's making good moves right now as far as
he got his little show about to come on BET and stuff, so yeah, he is.
Yeah, he was talking about that too. It's for basically whoever wins gets like an executive position at Grand Hustle, and they were like, "Why don't you just make them artists?" He said, "I got really good artists right now. I don't need any more."
Yeah.
And he does, man. He definitely does. But I'd never say I don't need no more artists. I want to reach back and grab as many people as I can. But then again, you need like a big budget for that.
Right.
So.
One thing. What was I about to say? Yeah, I'm about to go watch that T.I. interview and what was I about to say? Oh, I feel like before we go on to whatever topic we're going on, I feel like anybody that my goodness, hold on real quick. Alright. I feel like anybody that's from our generation and saw what happened to our ancestors and et cetera, whatever, should feel like how Malcolm X did. Like just because the reason why I like Malcolm X is because he was so respectful. Even when I watched one of his interviews he did with somebody, I forgot what it was about, but the dude was steady trying to twist his words every time. And he just basically explained. He was so calm and patient. And you can really see it in his eyes and all that. Like, he was not getting upset at all. And even though the dude was really trying to make him upset. And I'm like, that's what I want to achieve. To be so confident in my knowledge that even if you twist my words, I can tell you exactly what I meant. And everybody will get it. And I will get you upset.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, he you know what? That's, that is, I'm trying to put this right. Like, it's fucking perfect. I'm just gonna say, that's an amazing thing, and that's why I really fuck with Malcolm, because as aggressive as his words were, he said them very gracefully, and he knew how to get them across to the people, even when people do shit like that and try to twist his words, because the media was doing that bad anyway. He had to be like, look, I don't have any disdain for white folks, blah 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 blah. This is out of love for my people. You know what I'm saying? you know, my favorite quote from Malcolm X is when he said, "You can't blame a cracker from Georgia for slavery. Blame the United States government." I love that. I still apply that to this day. So, like, when people are running around, like, you know, they want to be, like, they let that racism, like, go, like, you know, full-fledged, and they can just show it. Feel like they can just show it. You know what I'm saying? I don't blame them for that. You know what I'm saying? Directly. I think it's more like a collective, and, you know, if the higher powers didn't think that, you know, going with it.
But you know the crazy thing is, the people that think like that, you know, think like whatever is getting in higher powers. But what's I about to say? Oh, I got a lot of Malcolm X quotes I fuck with. Of course, by any means necessary.
That's my
and that one time when he was like basically like let them say whatever they want, but if they put their hands on you, put them in the grave. I love it.
Yes, I love that shit. I love that. That was gangster. That's why I fuck with Malcolm X, man. Malcolm a gangster. People forget that. Like, he was a gangster before he joined the Nation of Islam, and then once they joined him, like, you got a strong black brother that is knowledgeable and gangster as shit. Like, that is America's worst fucking nightmare. That is worse than O-Dog. Yes. They're way more scared of Malcolm X than O-Dog, because O-Dog lived to the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why he lived to the end of the movie. They wasn't going to let Malcolm. You know what I'm saying? He gave them a hard time, too. So,
and you know what's funny? I feel like people, like, I feel like this generation, of course, need a leader, but I feel like with social media, man, I'm going to just say this. Speaking on social media, it's like, I can say social media did more bad than even did good. Like I said, the connects you can do on social media, everything you can do, you can become. Let me actually tell you this. A minute ago, like probably like 3 years ago, probably a little longer than that, I started a little activist page on Instagram. And I started posting, I posted like 4 videos. And by like 4th video, I got so many DMs and comments that was racist as fuck. And it was crazy. I'm like, bro, I don't even have any followers yet. I just posted 4 videos. It was this one lady when she was in Canada. She was talking about how she didn't want a black doctor working on her kid. And I posted that, and I posted Tupac when he was like, when he was doing a speech in front of these people, and he was talking about, you know, they just see us as niggas, don't matter if we doctors and all that. I posted Malcolm X thing, and somebody, who else was it? It was Malcolm X and somebody else, but I posted like 4 of them things. And people, bro, I got so many comments. You're a peasant. You're this. I hate people like you. Yada, yada, this, bro. All white people. And I was like, damn, bro, I haven't got no followers yet. It had me dying. I was cracking up. Like, I'm like, that's crazy.
It is crazy. And you know what? Like, as funny as it probably was at the time, it's also sad because it's I try to, when I talk about these things, I try to word it right. Just, not so it doesn't hurt white folks' feelings, because to be totally like 1,000% honest, I really don't care, but I also want to get my point across to them as well. Like, I don't need to convince black people what the struggle is. They know. We walk around like that every day. I got I feel like it's my mission to get my point across. Yes, exactly. And like the only way we're gonna be able to fix this shit, like the whole systematic just bullshit, is to get the regular civilian white folks on our side. And I say that because like they're not gonna give a fuck if we all risk our motherfucking necks. They'll just kill us, and everybody will think it's justified if we don't do something. So what we gotta do is fuck around and get because there are cool white people. Everybody knows that. We gotta get them, you know what I'm saying, to rock with us, so that way we're like, it's less likely to happen. Not to say that it won't, but it's way less likely that they'll wipe everybody out if we can get them on our side. And you know what? I've done some really good shit. Like when I was in high school, and keep in mind, I keep the Malcolm X approach to shit. Like the motherfucker, like really racist and shit. I don't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? But at the same token, I wanted to change it. So there's this dude that he was an older cat, but he was like he had some like little homies that went to my high school, So he would be around there sometimes and shit. And he was like a white supremacist, bad, bald head and all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Say the N-word and shit. And my homeboys was like, yo, let's beat that nigga ass. Let's jump him and shit. And I was like, thinking about it at first. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking about it. But eventually, like, as time went on, I would talk to him sometimes. And then, you know, we start to have like just conversation, and the conversations would be more and more frequent, and they would get deeper and deeper and shit. And then eventually, okay, let's just fast forward to now. Now, like, I still have him on my Facebook, and we still talk, right? I see him post things now about how police unjustly kill black people. And he'll be like, yo, this is bullshit, da-da-da-da-da-da. I just had to get it across to him without being like, you know, because, like, what a lot of it is a lot of them are scared, because we'll be like, you know what I'm saying, because I say it freely, I'll be like, motherfucking white people, you know what I'm saying, doing this dumbass shit. And they actually, they get offended about that shit, man. So, like, you know, not that I really, like, not that I'm super sensitive. Oh, the cut is right around here. I'm down to a couple bucks. All right, let me go get my shoes. No, it's cool. Let me go get my shoes. No, you good. But yeah, basically, like, he ended up, like, I just had to get it across to him without being like, oh, this is y'all did this. You know what I'm saying? Like, because when they say we boohoo too much about shit, it's because they feel like we're blaming all of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, at least most of them are like that. Now, like the, you know, fucking big politicians that be like that, not so much. But that's really got to be the mission at hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can sit there and joke about how white people don't fucking season their food, but you know what I'm saying? That's not gonna get us nowhere. You know, like, the real mission is to get. We need to find Bernie Sanders. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I feel like? I get exactly what you're saying, and I feel like this. I feel like we don't need them just because we did, and we still can do our own shit like by ourselves and still build us up. If all the black people on the same page, you know what I'm saying? It's so many. It's a lot of us. It's a lot of us that's on the same page, but it's more of us that's on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. That's really true. You know what we need to do? Watch out. No, you're not going outside. No. You know what we need to do? We need to take that loaded Lux approach. I say that, I mean, basically when he battled Calico, right?
Yeah.
He basically made it sound uncool to be a street nigga. And I was like, yo, that is the illest shit in the world. He was like, what? Because Calico was always talking about how his dad was locked up for shooting a nigga or whatever. Yeah. And he was like, y'all always front like you do this shit to feed your child. What was wrong with being the mailman? You know what I'm saying? Like that's so cool. We got to do that. We can't just sit around and be like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's unite. And then I'm still just going to, like, my fucking thing is, if we all know that drug game was made to capture niggas and make niggas slaves again, why the fuck do we? Yeah, like, what the fuck? Like, at that point, you deserve this shit. Like, honestly, and it fucks me up saying that, because I'm not gonna lie, the streets is fun. It is. But she said, ain't the most hood shit I've ever heard. Nah, but like, I'm not gonna lie, it'd be fun. It'd be fun.
It really do, though. It really, I don't know what's so fun about it, but it really is. I really don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand it either, but it's stupid. And once we realize that this shit is fucking stupid, I don't do this shit no more. Why? Because it's stupid. Nigga, I got kids. Fuck that. Like,
once I realized that, I could actually get killed doing this shit. I think that was maybe like, I don't want to. Let me stop.
You know what? It took me a little bit more to deter myself from it, because I didn't care for the longest. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was still like,
that's true.
You know, and that's another thing too. Like, you know, and that's not just the black thing. That's just being a fucking kid. There's times like literally, like, a kid that's jumping on the bed is not thinking about, if I fall off and break my neck, now I'm paralyzed for the rest of my life and I can't fuck with. They're not thinking that. They're thinking, yo, this shit fun, nigga. Like,
right.
Oh, you don't even know. Before, like, this, they trimmed all this down. This used to be all bushes. I used to take this joint when I used to jug and shit. Nah, I don't know names either.
But
this is the spot. Ew, that's raggedy as fuck. That's some white people shit.
Listen.
I don't care if she's black. That's white people shit.
Hey, you know what we should call our podcast?
Jesus Christ. Hey, hold on 1 sec. You said what?
So you know what we should call our podcast?
What?
The Unprofessional Professionals.
Professional Unprofessionals.
That's really hilarious. Oh man.
That's it right there. That's perfect.
That's really fun.
But shit, it's about time to wrap it up.
I mean, if you want,
we went through all the topics.
Yeah,
because I'm about to get high.
I mean, this is on your channel, so I mean, next is gonna be on my channel. So you wrap it up when you wrap it up.
Shit, all right. Well, we wrapping it up. I was gonna call this the Lyricist Lounge, but this is the Unprofessional Professionals. Holla at y'all later.
We out.
All right, we out.
All right.